Dear students, I welcome you for this session. In this session, we are going to discuss about median. So first of all, what is median for the given set of data? So for the given set of data, median is nothing as a midpoint of the list. Midpoint of the list. Okay. So if you are going to find the midpoint of the list, you have to make sure that your data is in order, which means either in ascending order or in descending order. So you have to make sure the given data has been written in the form of either ascending order or descending order. That is more important. You should not find directly the middle point. So median is nothing but middle point of the given data, middle value of the given data. So first of all, you have to make sure that given data are in some order, either in ascending or descending. So for that, what we have to do, we have to give rank for that each and every value available in that data. If you give the rank, right, either from smallest to largest or largest to smaller, right, smallest. So that is not a problem, but it should be in rank order. Okay, it should be in rank order. Then the middle point is called the median value. That's all. So you are going to find the middle value of the given data. So how to find that middle value? We are having two type of set of data. If it is raw data, if we are having odd number of values in that given data, how to find the median? If we are given even number of data, how to find the middle value, that is median of that data. Let us see. So look at the formula. First one is for odd data, right? If the given data consists of odd number of values, for example 1, 5, 7, already it is in ascending order. There are 3 values here, n is equal to 3. So what is the median of this given data? What is the median value? 5. Since we are having 3 values, it is very clear that 5 is the middle value, so that will be the median. That will be the median. So no problem if we are given odd number of values. So how to find if we are given even number of values? Suppose my data is 1, 5, 7, 10. So what is the median for this even number of values that is available in this data? So it will look like something difficult, but here is the formula for you. Here is the formula for you. What you have to do, find n, then average value of n by 2 and n by 2 plus 1th value. N by 2 plus n by 2 plus 1 values. First of all, find n. N is 4, since 4 values are given to you. So it is even. So what is the median? What is the median? Is equal to average value of n by 2th position value. N by 2th position, n is 4. So n by 2 will become 4 by 2. So second position value plus, it is average value of second position value plus n by 2 plus 1. Plus 1 means third position value divided by 2. So what is second position value? Here I am having 5. What is third position value? 7. So 5 plus 7 divided by 2. So 12 by 2, 6. So median of this given data is 6. Median of this given data is 6. Okay. So this is the way you have to find the median value. So there are 2 formulas. If the given data consists of odd number of values, median is the value of n plus 1 by second, n plus 1 by 2 item. If the given data is even, then the average value of n by 2th position and n by 2 plus 1 first position value. Now let us see one example for median. The data is given to you. It is not in order first of all. So first of all the data should be in order, either in ascending or descending order. So I am sorting the scores, which means sorting the values, which means I am arranging rank order, right? I am arranging in rank order. Actually here in descending order, start with the largest value 15, 14, right? It is going in a decreasing way. So you have to sort these values, okay. One important thing, actually the 3 is repeating, so don't worry about that. Now we are going to find the median. So to find the median, first important thing is, what is n? How many number of values in this data? How many number of values? 3, right? 3 plus 3, 6 and 9. There are 11 number of values. So first you have to find number of values and check whether it is odd or even. Here 11 is odd. 11 is odd. So what will be the median value? It will be the n plus 1 divided by 2th position. So n plus 1 divided by 2, which is 11 plus 1, n plus 1 by 2 item position value, okay, n plus 1 by 2 the position value. So 11 plus 1 by 2 item, okay. So what is 11 plus 1 by 2? So 6th value, right, 6th value. So what is the 6th value in this given data? 3, this one, right, this one is the median value for this given data. So in this way you have to find 9 is the median value, 9 is the median value for this given data. So now you can look at this, I have written, so determine the middle score is n plus 1 by 2, 6. So 6th position, which means 6th position, okay, 6th value, answer is not 6, 6th position, first we are finding the position. So 6th position value is median. What is 6th position value? That is 9 for you. And one more example, the data is given to you, but here the difference between the previous problem and this problem is a number of values, okay. How many number of values are there? Find how many number of values are there. The values are 6. So we are having even number of values. Even number of value means median is nothing but average of n by 2th position plus n by 2 plus 1th position divided by 2, okay, divided by 2. So what is n by 2th position? N is 6. So 3rd position, 3rd value plus 4th value divided by 2. 3rd value plus 4th value divided by 2. So what is 3rd value in this data after sorting, right? First you have to write in either ascending order or descending order. So what is 3rd value? 3rd value is 19 and 4th value is 18. So average of these two values, 19 plus 18 divided by 2. So what you will get? 37 divided by 2. So I am getting the answer 18.5, right? 18.5 is the median of this given data. Now you can see, so I am getting 3.5 position, which means 3rd and 4th I will clear, right, whatever I have written. Now you can see 3.5. So average value of 3rd and 4th score is the median, right, that I have already solved. Now you can see very clear way. So this is the median for this given data. Now somewhat important problem, if it is given in frequency format, frequency data already we have discussed for raw data. Now we are entering into frequency data, how to find the median, okay. So here what are all the measurement involving, that you understand, then I will explain step by step. You have to find the n means cumulative frequency, right? You have to find the n value. N means cumulative frequency, that is one measurement we need, okay. Then see the cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2, right? Just greater than n by 2. Just greater than n by 2, we have to find the cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. That is second point. Then the corresponding x value is median. The corresponding x value is median. Now I will explain step by step for this given example. So this is the data is given to you. So one frequency data. So what is the meaning of this data? Number 1 occurred 8 times, number 2 occurred 10 times, number 3 occurred 11 times. So in this way the value is given to you. Now I want to find the central tendency value, in particular median value for this given data. So how I am going to find? As I told you, if it is frequency data, first to find n. That is more important. First to find n, okay. So I am finding n. What is n? Cumulative frequency. It is nothing but cumulative frequency, summation of all frequencies, okay, summation of all frequencies. Actually, so 8 in the first, the frequency value is 8 for the first x is equal to 1. Then how to find the cumulative frequency for second row? We have to add these two, that you know, that I am explaining again. 8 plus 10, that is 8 plus 10, that is 8 plus 10, that is 18. Similarly 18 plus 11 you will get 29, then 29 plus 16 you will get 45. So in this way we are finding the cumulative, that you know. This is n, this is n, the summation of all frequency. What is that? I am getting 120, okay. I am getting 120, summation of all frequency 120. So this is first you have to find. First to find n, okay, if it is given frequency data. Then after finding n, calculate n by 2. What you are getting? N by 2. What is n by 2? 60, right? 120 divided by 2, which is 60. Now we are going to find the x value, right? We are going to find the x value, that is going to be median. What kind of x value? A cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. A cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. We are having n by 2 60, okay. Just greater than this n by 2, just greater than 60, what cumulative frequency is available here? That you have to see. Just greater than this 60, what cumulative frequency is available here? Here 8 is not greater than 60, not greater than 60. 18 not greater than 60, 29 not greater than 60, okay, 45 not greater than 60, but here look at this here, this is greater than 60, right. This 65, for the first time we are getting greater than 60. What about the remaining values? All the remaining values will satisfy greater than 60. But you have to see just greater than, that is more important, just greater than, okay, not greater than all values, just greater than. So what is just greater than? This 65. This 65 is just greater than 60, okay. Even though we are having more number of values which satisfy greater than 60, we have to select just greater than 60. So what we are getting? 65. So suppose if you are getting just greater than 18, this 29, okay. If you are getting, if you have to find the just greater than 8, 18. If you have to find the just greater than 105, 114. So in this way you have to find that just greater than 60 cumulative frequency, okay. Then don't think this is going to be median. So you have to find the corresponding x. The work is not over yet. You have to find the corresponding x this is not x, this is f. So you go further. So this is our corresponding x. This is our corresponding x. Okay. Now I will explain. Again, my n is 120. My n by 2 is 60. So cumulative frequency just greater than 60 is 65. Then you have to find the corresponding x. So what is corresponding x? 5. So 5 is the median value. This 5 is the median value for this given frequency data. Okay, for this frequency data. So what are all the important values? Capital N, okay. Then cumulative frequency, you should have cumulative frequency in the table. Okay. Then find cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2, just greater than n by 2. So answer is 5. Next, median for class distribution, median for class intervals. Okay, median for class intervals. Class intervals, you know, it will, the values will be given in a continuous way, in an interval way, right? And I told you, if it is class interval, you have to make sure that whenever you are doing the problem, it should be in exclusive class interval type. Anyway, they will give you exclusive class interval 99%, but you have to make sure that you have to clear that the given data is in the form of exclusive class interval. Even though we are having two type of class interval, we have to make sure that given interval is of the form exclusive class interval. Okay. After that, this is the formula. This is the formula. Median is equal to L plus H by F into n by 2 minus C. N by 2 minus C. I'm writing here. I'm writing here also. So median is equal to L plus H by F into n by 2 minus C. Okay, into n by 2 minus C. So what is the meaning of L? L is the lower limit of median class. What do you mean by median class? I will explain. First of all, we are going to find the median class. Even though we are having several classes, right, several intervals, first we are going to give interest on finding median class. So L is the lower limit of median class. So based on median class, we are having three measurement. Everything based on median class. L is the lower limit of median class. F is the corresponding frequency of median class. H is the magnitude of the median class. Magnitude in the sense length of the interval, length of that particular median class interval, right? So magnitude and length both are same. Sometimes we may denote this one as I. In some textbook we may have the notation I. And then C. C is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. C is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the, this is also based on median, but we are taking preceding class value, right? That is more important. Preceding means previous class value, previous class cumulative frequency value, right? Then n, you know, summation of all frequencies that you know. Okay, so our first aim is going to be to find median class. Which is median class for that particular problem? Look at this example, find the median. So actually this will come in a big question. Okay, if it is given in interval problem, it will be very important. So listen carefully. So find the median wage of the following distribution. Whenever you are looking at a problem, you have to understand which type of data is given to you. How many data are there? Raw data, frequency data, and then class interval data. Now this problem belongs to class interval data, that you can understand, right? The values are given in interval format, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. So class interval. And as I told you, you have to make sure that the given problem, if it is in class interval format, you have to make sure that this interval is exclusive class interval. We will check now which class interval type. This one, 20 to 30, right? 20 to 30. 30 to 40, 40 to 50, in this way it is going. So this is belongs to exclusive class interval, right? Each and every values are there, but how to consider? You should not include this. How to consider? You should not include this 30, that's why it is called exclusive. You should not, this here in this second interval, you should not consider this in the third interval, right? So we are excluding that value, that's why it is called exclusive class interval. Okay, so my first problem is over. So frequency values are given to you. So I am writing on the table, right? I am forming one table which consists of each and every class and frequency value. This is frequency, then cumulative frequency. Yeah, this you know. First I am going to find the median class. First I am going to find the median class. How I am going to find the median class? You look at here, which is median class? 40 to 50. Why I am saying 40 to 50 is median class? It is easy, right? It is easy how to find. What is total n here? What is total n here? This summation of all this, what is total n? N I am getting 15, 35, 40, 43, right? The previous procedure, right? So n is 43, n is 43. What I have to find? N by 2. So n is 43. N by 2 is equal to 21.5, right? 21.5 if we divide 43 by 2. So what is the median class? It is the cumulative frequency just greater than 21.5. Just greater than 21.5. So what is the cumulative frequency just greater than 21.5? Just greater than 21 cumulative frequency. What is that? What is that? It is not greater than 21.5. It is not greater than 21.5. Now I am getting greater than 21.5. Now I am getting greater than 21. Since my value is 28, so 28 is greater than 21.5. So this value is just greater than 21.5, just greater than our definition n by 2. Even though these values are greater than n by 2, we have to pick the just greater than value. Okay. Then what will be the median class? The corresponding median class. The corresponding class is median class. What is the corresponding class? I am going this way. Further I am going. So this is corresponding median class. So this corresponding median class is median class. Okay. Okay. This corresponding class is median class. So in this way you have to find median class. Median class is play an important role when we are finding the median for interval type of problem. So already I found the median class which is 40 to 50, right? 40 to 50. Now I will explain you how to find the corresponding median. How to find the median, right? Now we have completed only median class finding, right? Now we are going to find the corresponding median. But these values are very important. Look at the formula here. Look at the formula. Median formula is median formula. I am writing m, right? Shortly I am writing m. What is the formula? L plus h by f into n by 2 minus c, right? N by 2 minus c. So L is lower limit of the median class. What is median class? 40 to 50. So what is the lower limit in this? Lower limit is 40, upper limit is 50. So what is the lower limit value? So L is equal to 40. Okay, L is equal to 40. Then H, length of that median class, magnitude of that median class. Magnitude it is 40 to 50. So what is magnitude? What is length? 10. So h is 10. H is 10. Then frequency, the corresponding frequency of that median class. What is the corresponding frequency? We have to go to that previous table. What is the corresponding frequency? 20, right? The corresponding frequency for this median class is 20. Okay, 20. So that is F. That is F. Okay, that is F. Corresponding frequency is 20. And N, you know, the cumulative frequency, N is 43. N is 43. N is 43, cumulative frequency. So then C is corresponding cumulative frequency for the preceding class to the median class. So previous class cumulative frequency. Now you see, very carefully you have to look at this. This is my median class. Okay. Here I am having cumulative frequency 28. Now the previous class cumulative frequency. What is the previous class cumulative frequency? That is 8, right? This is cumulative frequency for the preceding class, for the previous class. Now I am dealing with everything with the median class, but this only one value I am taking from previous row, which means previous class, right? You have to take the cumulative frequency, not particular frequency, right? Not particular. One time we are taking the particular frequency of that corresponding median class. The other time we are taking the cumulative frequency of preceding, right? So preceding class frequency is 8. Okay. Now you can substitute all in this formula. Now already I found every value. So you can substitute here. L is 40. L is 40. H is 10. 10. F is 20. And N by 2, 21.5 minus 8. Okay. Then what you will get? You can use the calculator. What you are getting? 46.75. The calculation is there also. Here also it is there. You see, L plus H by F, N by 2 minus C. So 40 plus 6.75. So median value is 46.75, right? So in this way. So what is important thing in this calculation? Finding median class is very important. Finding median class. How we are finding? Our base definition, our original definition, just greater than n by 2 cumulative frequency. The class of just greater than n by 2 median is called median class. Okay. And now look at one more example for median. Find the value of median from the following data. You have to be very careful in this problem. Even though it is look like a normal frequency data, it is not normal frequency data. It is also comes under class interval data. It is also comes under class interval data. I will tell you how it is comes under class interval data. You look at, you have to read each and everything in statistic problem. That is more important. Number of days for which absent, right? Number of days for which absent. We are measuring the absent of students. So what is given? You have to read with this word, less than word, right? So number of days for which absent less than 5, right? You have to read in that way, less than 5. So number of students who have absent for less than 5 days is 29. So in this way you have to read. Number of days for which absent less than 10 days, number of students is 224. Then number of days for which absent less than 15 is 465 students. So in this way you have to read. So I am going to rewrite this given data. You listen how to write. So this is class, how to write? 0 to 5, right? 0 to 5, this is called less than 5. How many students? 29. Then 5 to 10, we don't know. We are having the values up to 10. Don't think that this is 5 to 10. We are having the value 5 to 10. So what is given? The given is not frequency, the given is cumulative frequency. We are adding all the values. You see, it is not the data for 5 to 10, it is the data for 0 to 10. What is 224? Then 0 to 15. What is the value? 465. So what is given to you? The given values are cumulative frequency. So you have to find the corresponding frequency. That is first thing. Don't think it is given normal frequency data. It is given class interval data indirectly. You have to write the correct format. That is more important, right? So now I will explain. Here you can see I have written the standard format for that given data. 0 to 5, no issue. 0 to 5, how many students are there? 29 students. 29 students who are absent. Less than 5 days. 29, right? Okay. Next, what is given? Cumulative frequency is given. It is not 5 to 10. Up to 5 to 10, up 0 to 10 it is given. But I need exclusive class interval. So I am writing in this way, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. In this way I am writing. So given values are cumulative frequency. In that table, the given values are, you see, these values are cumulative frequency, right? These values are cumulative frequency. Okay. So cumulative frequency I am writing, but I need particular frequency value also. Why? In that formula we need corresponding frequency value of median class. Corresponding frequency value of median class. So what I am doing, if I am having cumulative, what I am doing to find ordinary frequency. You know how to find the cumulative frequency if it is given ordinary frequency. Now the reverse case, right? How to find the ordinary frequency from cumulative frequency. Look at here, just write all the cumulative. So first, no problem, no issue, that is ordinary frequency. So in the first row, ordinary frequency and cumulative frequency both are same, no issues. And then you have to subtract, there we are adding to find the cumulative frequency from normal frequency. Here we have to subtract, the reverse, that's all. Plus, the reverse of plus is minus. Okay, so we are subtracting from 224, that is more important, symbol also more important. You have to subtract from 224 to 29, right? Current value to previous value. So 224 minus 29, 195. Then 465 minus 24. So in this way, right? The difference between this is here. The difference between these two are ordinary frequency for here. Difference between this. So in this way, you have to find the ordinary frequency. Okay. So this is ordinary frequency F. Then you can enter into the calculation. Now we are having the frame. Now we are having class interval. Now we are having cumulative frequency. Now we are having ordinary frequency. So everything is there. Now you can start our calculation. So first, what you have to find? N. N is more important. Capital N. N is nothing but addition of summation of all frequencies. So summation of all frequency, you will get N. So you can check that one. N is, I am getting 655. You have to use calculator. You check this also. So 655. Okay, 655. Then what I have to find? N by 2. To find the median class first. What is N by 2? 327.5. So 327.5th position is the median class. Okay, is the median class. By using this 327.5, I am going to find the median class. So I am getting 327.5th position. Now, just greater than this value. Just greater than 327.5 in cumulative frequency, what frequency is available, that you find. just greater than 327.5. It is not greater than, this is not greater than 327.5. This is not greater than 327.5. This is greater than 327.5. This is just greater than 327.5. Okay. So the corresponding class is median class. Corresponding class is median. What is the corresponding class? 10 to 15. So now I found the median class. Now I found the median class, because median class play an important role in finding median value for class interval data. So 10 to 15 is median class. Now what is L? Now what is L? So 10 to 15, okay, 10 to 15 is median class. So now I found the median class 10 to 15. Now, so median class is 10 to 15, okay, 10 to 15. So what is L? Lower limit of this median, 10, okay. What is H? Length of the interval of this median. What is length of the interval? 5, magnitude. Then F is corresponding frequency of that median class. F is corresponding frequency of that median class. This is not corresponding frequency. This is cumulative frequency. So what is the corresponding frequency? What is the corresponding frequency? You see, this 241 is corresponding frequency for that corresponding class, median class. So what is that? 241. 241. Okay, 241. Now what you need? Capital N, you know, capital N is 655. Then C is, it is there in formula. C is what? C is the cumulative frequency of the preceding class, right, of the preceding class. What is the cumulative frequency? We are dealing in this class interval, that is in this median class. So what is the cumulative frequency of preceding? This 224. This 224 is the cumulative frequency of previous class. So 224. So this we are going to use, these values we are going to use to find the median. So how I am going to find? Look at the calculation. So median is equal to what is the formula? I am writing L plus H by F into N by 2 minus C. This is the formula. So you can substitute in this formula every values, what you will get. So L is 10 plus H is 5 divided by F is 241 into 655 divided by 2 minus 224. That's all. By using calculator you can find the value. So what I am getting, you see that calculation, it is available here also, right, it is available, everything has been written. You can understand L is this based on median class, N stands for frequency, C is the cumulative frequency just preceding the median class. So everything is there, but only one different notation, I. Normally I is H, everything is same. I is also length of the interval, H also length of the interval of that median class. Okay. So after all substitution, what you can get? 12.15, right, 12.15. So the median is 12.15, right. So you have to understand each and every term notation, that is more important, each and every term notation, L, N, C, I or H, F, these are all the important values.